All right, well, you guys always been asking for an update, so here's the update. Let's flip the camera around because you guys don't want to see me. This is it. It is the wife's 2021 Kia Telluride EX Nightfall Edition, Snow White Pearl. Obviously, the roof is still wrapped black. It's actually lasting pretty well. Looks pretty good. Couldn't even tell. Especially now that we're starting to see a lot more Tellurides on the road. We don't really see too many white ones. They don't do Snow White Pearl anymore. They only do like a Glacier White, I believe, for what I've seen online. But seeing it different with other cars, having a black roof definitely helps a lot. So if you don't know, you can't get it with a black roof if you get the panoramic sunroof because they just don't offer it. So we wanted to match the Optima because the Optima has a black roof because of panoramic sunroof, and works out well. We had gotten the windows tinted. That's really about it. EX Nightfall Edition. It does have the all-wheel drive package. But if you get the Nightfall, it does have all-wheel drive. It has black rims. I know at this point the 2022 version has been released. Because one of Sherell's co-workers actually ordered a 2021 one, but at the time he ordered it, they said it's going to be a 2022 model. From what I understand, they just changed the badging to the newer badging. I believe now this screen, the upgraded screen, comes standard on most models now. They also added another trim package with black accents. I don't know what the rims look like. Hopefully it's not too many of them that has black rims, because it's one part of the reason we had a Nightfall package, to get the blacked out stuff, and you don't got to pay for it anymore. That'd be kind of sucky, but yeah, it is what it is. We just finished washing the car just now. Obviously the kids' car seats in here, the black interior, 3-zone climate control. It is the EX, so obviously it does not have all the features that the SX has. Like, it doesn't have remote memory seat. So the memory seats, I thought was going to be a bigger problem than it actually really was. Because it's Sherell's daily driver, I really don't drive it unless it's like the weekend. And even when we are together, she usually drives most of the time anyway, so we don't really have to adjust the seats too much. But if you are somebody that's going to be changing the seats around a lot, you definitely might, well, changing drivers, you definitely might want to get memory seats and upgrade to the SX for that. I don't know if they're changing it now for the 2022 model, but I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be the same. It did not come with the Homelink system. I had installed this myself, so you guys can check out how I installed it. I have a video up on YouTube right now. The only problem with that is that if the engine is cut off, it doesn't work. And I was on the Kia forum, which I'm on a lot, and pretty much it's hit or miss. Some people had it factory installed, and some say it does work without the battery on, some say it doesn't. We have an Optima, and we had a Sorento before, and both of them work without the power turned on with the key on. So I understand why it might not work. They said you could hook it up to where, but I'm reading, it sounds like you can actually hook it up with straight to the battery, and you can actually get it to work that way with a fuse or something like that. I don't know. But I think a lot of people complained about if their car is parked in their driveway and somebody broke into the car, they could technically still open the garage door. So I think it's a safety thing. So I don't know how true that is. Obviously everybody's going to talk on forums and it goes from there. We just hit 10,000 miles. Well, we're about 11,000 miles now. We just got our second oil change. We've had the car for about 11 months-ish now. We haven't been driving as much as we normally do because of COVID and, you know, things not being open, but we definitely going to start hitting the road a lot more now. We don't see too many Tellurides on the roads. There's a few in our neighborhood, like in our general city. There's a few. They usually have like that. I see a lot of LX models, a few EXs. I've only seen one other Nightfall Edition. They had the all black version. So it's pretty cool to see them. I see a lot of Palisades around though. And to me, I really don't like the look of the Palisade, but you know, it is what it is. I teach their own. The inside of the Palisade is nice though. I'm not gonna lie to you there. So sorry, it's kind of hot, so I'm sweating. The kids are over there playing. But yeah, what is it like after a year? Just answer some of your questions. it's been great. The wife still loves it. She still enjoys it. Sound system sounds good. It has enough power to keep it going. We go for it. When I first got an oil change, you guys know I got an oil change, a synthetic, went to Kia. It was like $120 to get the oil change after tax and stuff like that. I just got a second oil change at the 10,000 mile mark. And why is this fly in here? Where did this fly come from? That's crazy. But I just got an oil change at a 10,000 mile mark, and they dropped the prices of the actual oil change. So it's now, for oil change and a tire rotation, I paid 80 bucks. It was like $49 for the oil change, like $29.99 for the tire rotation, something like that. I forgot the exact numbers, but it definitely was a lot less, because I thought I was going to spend like $150 to $160 in there. But hey, it worked out well. So they said they dropped the price. I don't know if it's because now they might have a few more premium, a few more vehicles that require synthetic, because the Stinger I know requires synthetic, and I think they're starting to sell them a little bit more. I don't know about the Condensa, but so who knows? Maybe the Sorento might also as well. But yeah, they're definitely they dropped the price now, so that was good, because that was I was a shocker before. But you know, instead of doing it 3,000 miles, we're getting every 5,000 miles, so I guess it all balances out in the end. It is pretty much like any other Kia Telluride that you guys have probably seen. Obviously it's going to come with front heated or cooled seats on a NightFall edition. It is an EX, so it does have the pristine package. That's why it has the bucket seats in the back. It has the wireless charger, which actually we use a lot. That works really well. The navigation system, we really don't use the stock navigation system unless we're just going home and we just press home. But typing in destinations on a stock navigation is actually kind of rough. It's always searching or something. So we really don't use the stock navigation too much. We always use our Google Maps from our phone. We still pay for the navigation system to be on the safe side, just in case we never have service one time. But we really don't use it that much. We use the CarPlay mostly. Having you do USB ports throughout the car has been actually really great for having the kids in road trips. So there's always USB cables in the back for them, and they can just plug in whenever they need to. They have more than enough room to slide back and forth if they needed to. The other day we had Shirell's nephew with us, and Shirell's in case London sat in the third row. We had a car seat over here, and it was easy, man. She jumped in, jumped out. There wasn't too much moving around. There's a lot of space inside here if you're traveling. I guess, what are the questions you guys have been asking? Miles per gallon. This is kind of getting mixed reviews, because we average about maybe 24 combined. Usually closer to the 21 mark, unless we're doing a lot of highway driving. But yeah, gas mileage, we do kind of take an L from time to time. But you know, it is what it is. The wrap is lasting pretty long. Can't really complain. I don't know how I feel about the new emblem in front of the Telluride. It looks a little weird, to be honest. It looks like it's kind of just tattooed on there. I like that a little better, because this is kind of a little bit more subtle, and it just kind of just blends in. The other one's really big and in your face, and I guess if that's what you like, that's what you like. But these LED headlights, I will never get another car without LED headlights ever again, because these bad boys are bright. It makes a difference. We haven't had to use the all-wheel drive just yet. It's been summertime. It has rained hard, but you can't really tell. The vehicle's actually pretty stable. It kind of stays where it needs to be at all times. You never feel like you're losing control or that you gotta worry about things, which, you know, it works out pretty good. I tried the smart mode the other day. I didn't really like it too much. I felt like the car kept jerking a little bit, so I went back to regular comfort mode. That's what we kind of keep it on at all times. Every once in a while, Shirell will switch to sport if we're getting on the highway, but that's really just in case. We really don't really need it, because there's more than enough power at all times. But yeah, it's been pretty good. We've had it for almost a year. Will we buy it again? Definitely so. I would say so. I don't know if Shirell. I'll ask in like 2 seconds if she would buy it again. So far, there hasn't been any major issues. You know, we get gas. It's about 40 to 50 bucks to fill up, depending on the day of the week. Takes regular gas. The only thing I don't like is this. this little gas thing, it's not released, you just push it in, which is cool. But the problem is whenever you lock the car and if it's cold outside, you actually hear it lock. It's really loud. So that's the only thing I really don't like, but you know, I mean, nobody's gonna really know it. I guess that's more just personal use. Also, these things get scratched up really easy. I don't even know how this is scratched, but it is. It's scratched up there a lot. And this little satin trim is actually hard to keep clean. We also took a little bit of a bump here. Somebody opened their car door in our mirror, so we didn't notice until we seen the crack here. But yeah, somebody opened their car door into us. But it works perfectly fine still, so I'm not really gonna worry about it. Yeah, that's really about it. This is our 10,000 mile update. It's almost been a year of ownership so far. It's been pretty good for us. It's been working out well. Now, I will say this. Even if you don't plan on towing, I would recommend getting the tow package because it comes with a self-leveling air suspension in the rear. It's a passive system, so it doesn't work like a Range Rover where you can put it up and down when you want. Pretty much, when you put too much weight in the back, the oil inside of the suspension actually starts to heat up, and as you drive, it actually balances out on its own, which it does. I definitely know it works because I do take this to Home Depot a lot, and I do load up the back, and it does drop low when I'm at Home Depot or Lowe's, but by the time I get home, it's back to level height like it's supposed to be. Now, I don't overdo it or nothing like that, but I do like having that, you know, where I don't have to worry about it weighing down too much on my back. I've also seen other Tellurides where they are packed out fully just with luggage and people, because we've parked next to one before, and I actually could see how low it was in the back compared to my Telluride, and that's little was just with luggage and people. So I don't know how it'll be without the air suspension. You know, I don't know how that will come back to life. So it is definitely something I would recommend, and it does cost, I think it's like maybe another $1,200 I think was for the tow package. Yeah, sounds about right. But it does sound like, whoa, what you got?
You can have this one.
Thank you. So yeah, it's coming together. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll answer whatever you guys have. If you guys are buying this used and you're looking at an older model, I would definitely still suggest it. If you're not getting like a NightFall package, and you can, I would definitely swing for an SX. So I do like the NightFall package, but if you had to make a decision between the NightFall package and upgrading to a higher model, I would upgrade to a higher trim model unless you just like the black accents. I have seen people try to make their own NightFall package and it doesn't look the same. But you know, it is what it is. I would definitely upgrade to the SX if you can, go fully loaded and call it a day. I think that's where you get everything that you want and you just be happy. But let me know in the description, in the comments below if you guys have any questions, and I'll do my best to answer them.